Hi guys, Steve here, and I'm going to be flying the M50 and the 350R to see what they're like, and what differences there are between the two. I'll be controlling them with my trusty Cyborg Evo. I gave myself half an hour's practice beforehand, then recorded the best lap time on each without crashing. I started with the 350R, so let's get in it.
Please respect local laws during your time planetside. All landing personnel stand by for arrival.
When I got in the 350R, the controls seemed too sensitive. You only need the very slightest touch of the joystick to turn direction. If you use normal force to move to the side, you'll oversteer the ship and have to move in the opposite direction so not to go off the track. Then you can end up swaying all over the place and crashing all the time like I did in the beginning. The best way to fly I found was to aim at the rings and then punch your way through them with your afterburners. Only use them on the straights, as if you try cornering at top speed you'll end up sliding sideways a lot. You have to permanently concentrate on what you're doing. You don't really get any time to relax, and it's really difficult and stressful just to try and get your ship through the rings without any competition. The manoeuvring thrusters might be good for dogfighting, but we need a different setting for the racing mode to make them less sensitive. That, or we need to be able to change joystick sensitivity in the game options. I got the hang of the 350R after a while, but I find it a really hard and unforgiving ship to fly. One minute 14 was my best lap in the time that I played it. Next I tried the M50. Let's get in it. The first thing you notice about the M50 is that it's extremely easy to control compared to the 350R. You can move the joystick around normally and it turns the ship exactly as you would hope. As you fly the M50 it feels really precise and responsive. You have full confidence of its controls to the point where you can avoid almost any object and even do somersaults. Its only shortcoming is its lack of speed and power, and as so you have to keep your afterburners on almost constantly just to keep up with the 350R. That creates another problem. Because the ship turns so well you end up blacking out a lot on most of the corners, but that was more to do with my flying style than the actual ship. The M50 feels really safe and comfortable to fly, unlike the 350R that I crashed all the time. If this racer had T3 engines, then it'd be perfect, but if it keeps the T2s, we're going to have to divert power to the engines to give us extra speed. Even with a rolling start, I only managed 1 minute 19. Flying this, I'll be confident of finishing the race every time, but I just don't know if I'll be first because of a lack of power. So, overall, the 350R is a faster ship, but it's much harder to control than the M50. With its speed and power, it's likely to beat the M50 in a race, but that's only if it doesn't crash. And that's its main problem. I wouldn't be very confident at all that I could finish a race without crashing. The M50 however is easy to fly and has much better control. It is a slower ship but you're most certain to finish the race. So if you want greater speed at the cost of control, pick the 350R. But if you want great control and the security of finishing the race, you should pick the M50. Well, that's how the ships stand at the moment. Thanks for watching, and please go to our channel to check out the rest of the ships and hangars. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again. Goodbye.